Okay, for sure. Peace and one love. Y'all already know, man. It's your boy 2eiies. Got Snubbo in the building.
Gang.
Gang, Snubbo. Man, URLTV.TV and Caffeine. Once again, the wild card, one off weekend. We only had two battles. Franchise wasn't able to make it. Um, so they started off with Reaper Rail and Steams. You know what I mean? It was a lot of
We go
commentary.
hard.
It was a lot of commentary for Smack. You know what I mean? They wanted to stretch out the stream and things
Yeah,
like
smacking
that. So
bees.
few
Hmm.
announcements and things like that. But I'm gonna get straight to the battle. Steams and Reaper Rail.
Yeah.
Next
Reaper
battle.
goes.
Next battle.
Okay, okay, yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Sit.
These We Go Hard guys choked all through it. I thought they had 2 weeks. I'm gonna give them a little bit of a break since SmackDown said we called you at the last minute. Since the other battle wasn't gonna happen, y'all got booked a week until. A week is kind of hard. I understand that. I see they prepared material. Don't do it on a week no more, fellas. If this wasn't a week prep, I'd kill y'all ass for what y'all did.
The
But
thing
being the
about this
fact
for
that
me though, Snub, before I get off this one,
mm-hmm.
neither one of them had a second round. That's made me think like did they communicate with each other?
It ain't far fetched to me.
Cause like both of them didn't have a second. You know what I mean? It's like you know what I mean. We can have rounds and things like that. And you know what I'm saying? You choke it, then you know what I'm saying? Okay, I might mess up my third. You know what I'm saying? My first, but it's like neither one, both of them.
Well, Reaper messed up every round.
But when it came to second, neither one of them had no content.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
We go hard.
All right. That's enough for talking about that sad ass battle.
Main event, y'all.
Rookies versus Vets season 2.
This is what I'm talking about. These gonna be some good battles. You know what
If
I'm
they
saying?
seen our previous blogs, then they know when it came to Casey, Kid Chaos versus JC. That's how I got it wrote down here. But Kid Chaos versus JC, I was afraid because I knew each guy could kill the other one if they at their best and the other one not. And they both two of my favorites. Favorite for the vet class, one of my favorites from the new class. So I didn't want to see nobody at no slaughter. They definitely didn't do that, and I can still say both of them. I'm saying still my favorites from their positions, from their lanes. New class, one of my favorites. Vets, one of my favorites.
Okay, okay. Round one. Kid Chaos
Okay.
started it off. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Um, round one was about Sue Surf, pretty much.
Basically, hey, he told my man, it's clear you're shrinking down to that quantum phase. Atoms glitching, out of place. No Doctor Strange, while I remain totally sound, Jay. So when I walk through you, it's because I ain't phased. Gee,
Mm,
that's one of them ones. Like, he was like comparing it to being like, you used to be scary. You're not. So when I walk through this battle and body you, just realize that it's because I'm no longer afraid because of what you've been putting out. That's fire. But what I didn't like, I gotta point this out. He said, because I did to Nitty. I do it. Like going to the library for a book to find, but Jay, we can't give you a title if you don't have a spine.
uh-huh.
All books, even paperbacks have titles. They're even labeled in the paperback section, and that's how you find paperback books.
I took that as uh, only the spine for the title.
But he tried to make it a double. When you try to make something a double,
Okay,
but it's only a single, then I take points away. It's like a reach. You try to make something make sense, but it was a little bit of a reach. But I
okay.
like where he was going with it. That didn't mess up the rest of the library scheme for me though. But I did want to say, we're not gonna do that to start out. Because you can have, I know what
Mm.
he's saying, you don't have a spine, we title it, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, this book's in the library paperback. I had a Walter Payton when I still got it and realized I never took it back to Martin Luther King library when I was a kid.
But
But on the
but
front
do
of
the
it,
title
it has
got
a
but do
title.
the title is this through the spine on the spine is it a title on any of them? That's what he's
No,
saying.
it's a title on the front of it. What I'm saying is, if I go to the library for a book to find, I can find one even if the title wasn't on the spine because it's on the front cover and they have sections for it. So I knew what he was trying to say. That's why I say it only makes it a single. I only got to do that when it's close rounds. The fact that I'm doing that is because it's a close round.
I'm definitely gonna continue, debate, you know what I'm saying, for you,
Mm-hmm.
Kid Chaos, you know what I mean? This was a dope one here, so all right.
Mm-hmm. And I got some more though. He
Uh-huh.
said, "You telling fans you never begged for a battle? Well, I've seen your interviews, and bitch, I beg to differ." You know what I'm saying? Even though he wasn't battling for a battle, I like that bar, G. That was witty, that was comical. I don't care. I know, you know what I'm saying? That's not that much of a reach. Because you said, I only want them, and you ain't get them. So it makes it like he was begging for them and didn't get them. I could flip that. He also said, you went from trying to earn their respect to try to earn their attention. And he had a car scheme. But I like the end of the library scheme. In the end, you're booked, but not referenced with.
Mm.
You get booked, but you're not referenced with these superstars. So his whole angle was just letting them know you're chasing you to us, you're God, but you're chasing behind these other people to validate you. Okay, nice angle, dope
Mm.
bars. You got
Mm-hmm.
to come with it, or you're not beating this. You can't come with a nice solid round and beat this.
That's a fact. I
You got anything else for Kid Chaos?
um Let me see. No, I just had things like the library thing, the
Mm-hmm.
tidal wave walk right through you, cause I stayed solid. J. Um,
Uh-huh. Okay, the
um,
bars out here. So we both agree that that was the
coon,
fire stuff.
something about the
Mm-hmm.
coon upper presser or something.
You said the who?
I don't know. I can't remember that one. Then he had something about a
He said,
pen post
how,
or go
how are
ahead.
you the pen? How are you the pen when you let people tell you what position you is in the race or something like that?
Something like that. You know
Which
what I'm
is
saying?
which is cool, but you know, when you heard the line that Geechee gave to JC about his pen and the pen, and then you heard the line
Once
that Geechee
again,
gave
man,
Chilla
this is
about
a
the pen.
rookie. Once again, this is
No,
a
no, no,
rookie
no.
here.
Yeah,
You understand me? We ain't talking about
yeah.
no Geechee
Don't
guy.
wait, don't worry. I'm doing when I get to JC too. See, so that mean all right. If we ain't gonna do it with him, then I can let JC's go by there.
You know what I'm saying? JC round one.
What
I'm
we got?
saying.
I
Um,
got, I got, I got some JC too. You know that. That boy said, "Well, I'm back, bitch. And since I'm the one who lends the shot, I'm quite focused, way past recruiting. I control everything. Show off during this quarantine, and we off the balcony shooting." It
then he,
was so many up in there. I don't got to break it down because I know you know what it is. And if you
yeah,
ain't, you know what it is.
then what was the neck thing? Something
I don't
about
know.
something about the neck, man. I can't remember. It was something
Oh
about the
yeah,
neck.
you should. Everybody want to play to the coach. Uh, everybody want to play to the coach came. Low aim. Send one through the dough frame. Ball heads tear through the panel quicker than Barkley at the post game. That boy also hit what he said. Soon as you post, my click on it, then your viewing's up. This regular simple. That's fire too. He's
Yes,
not breaking, but let me say my last one I got for him though. Before I do that, what I have. I understand these bodies I catch are vessels, vehicles. That's why y'all need the gas.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? What do you say? That Drew Hitch you had us under your spell, right? Typo. We been had your number longer than who? Mike, and then you don't finish it no more. You hold the door when I'm coming in. I'll pull the plug to end your suffering. These two total different functions in life. Gee, I ain't write
fire,
all of them because you'll be
fire.
writing forever if you write these stuff like that. The shit popping. But we waiting loading clips for entertainment. We TikTok. And then he said, wait a second, this looked like the Rodney King verdict, and you calling for me? Another hammer bang about to put chaos all in the streets.
Man,
You haven't been impressive. I ain't done yet, but you haven't been impressive. So when Smack said he'd give you another turn, he meant the tournament. But when you failed that, he allowed me to guide that soul through the firmament. That was it, G. Chaos. I'm the exact opposite of you, Chaos. I keep the peace.
You know what I'm saying?
This round is very close.
This round is very, very, very close. You know what I mean? Kid Chaos is dope. That was dope.
Fire. He
You
was
know what I'm
more than
saying?
dope.
You know what I mean? That, I edged JC the first round, Snug.
I did too, and I could see somebody edging Kid Chaos. I was waiting to see what you said because you know JC, one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? Kid Chaos, a new favorite, so you can see me slighting him if I want him to win.
And
But I
I done
really
watched
felt
the
he
battle
edged him.
again, y'all. Just so y'all could know, I told you I was gonna
Facts.
watch it again, so I definitely watched this battle again.
Facts.
And I slight edged the first round to JC. You know what I mean? He just had a few more of them things in there. You know what I mean? That hit kind of, you know what I'm
But the
saying?
writing of Kid Chaos makes you appreciate it every time you watch it, or every time you listen to it.
Kid Chaos, man.
You know
This.
what it is?
Mm,
One person used schemes and an angle to make his point, and the other person used a little bit of scheming towards that person. I mean, a little bit of angling towards that person, but schemes and punches. To me, it's still a preference. Because if you're appreciating the way somebody weave in, you know what I'm saying, lyricism, and don't always gotta be trying to punch line, haymaker here. He was still giving you that, but just in a writer's way.
mm-hmm.
I think that from the writing aspect, Kid Chaos won. But from
Okay.
the battle aspect, JC won. Because he did what he did in the battle, especially how we've been judging the tournament or whatever,
Okay.
everything hit you right there. You ain't have to be like, let me go back and watch it. Because it was something I'm missing, Kid Chaos.
Got you.
Like that boy said, the lack of in the second round, the lack of traits eradicates whatever splash you happen to make. The lack of traits eradicates whatever splash you happen to make. So as dope as you are, without that star quality, you can never
Never.
be them.
Never. That's the.
That hit hard. So when we talk about, you know what I'm saying, now that hit hard. And the writing of that, the lack of trace eradicates whatever splash you happen to make. That's
That's
fire, G.
fire.
See, that's rapping,
That's fire.
rapping. It sounds like filler, but it's not. That's not filler. Filler
Right.
is when you're just saying shit to be saying it.
Oh,
But he's still directing it towards him, and he's rhyming within the bar. He didn't rhyme at the end of the bar. The lack of trace eradicates whatever splash you happen to make.
yeah. So when it comes to that second, because you were talking about Kid Chaos second, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I can I can like 100% agree with you because like I said, when I listen to it again,
Yep.
you had to really listen to see
Facts.
what he was talking about, what he was doing. You know what I mean? Because the first time I watched it, you know what I'm saying, I had JC like clearly taking the second. You know what I'm
I
saying?
still got him clearly taking the second
I
though.
don't have him clearly taking the second. I got it clear. I ain't got the LY on it.
Okay. Because
You know what
look,
I'm
first
saying?
round, I would say
Because
Kid Chaos 8, JC 8.5 to 8.75. Second round, I got it JC 9, Kid Chaos 8 from how I was like just taking account of how it was going. Third round, I got a Kid Chaos 9, JC 8. The
mm,
first round is the trickiest part, but I think it's like a nice edge to JC. But guess what? That makes it a rookie versus vets classic. Who cares? We know JC back. That stock is going back up. Y'all shouldn't even turn the meter. Don't say you shouldn't even turn the arrow on the meter. He had a slip up. He one of the most consistent, like he said. Kid Chaos showed you that I can compete with one of the most consistent good ones. So you're not gonna. I'm not. I didn't battle somebody who was like, oh yeah, I ain't really go that hard for you.
mm-hmm. Chaos. I was going to say, yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. I say, far as him, man, this what I liked it is like JC said, he called him out and he actually showed up.
He had a reason to call me
You
out.
know what I'm saying? He
Hey,
came with it.
into that them second rounds,
Yeah, give me some bars or something.
they
What you
was
got?
they was testy. They got the arguing and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
2-0, no,
T-
2-0 my way.
Wait, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You crazy. I love that
I,
energy.
I love that energy. We
Look,
should be getting that same energy next week. You know what I mean?
I
But you
hope
got some
so.
more.
Yeah,
You got some more
that's what we're
material for these
thinking.
fellas.
The
That,
second,
a
I
nice one.
really, you know what I'm saying, got little stuff here and there. Because to me, I thought it came down to the first.
Okay.
So when I rewatched it, I had to see if the feeling that I had of edging JC in the first was just the JC's back and he's hungry and he's because I was hearing what Kid Chaos was saying. And then what it was I've heard these angles before, not written as well, but I did see T Top do a more entertaining.
Okay. And you said you
You know what
had
I'm saying?
Kid Chaos taking that third clearly?
Like a nice edge. Just like I got JC with the second. I got JC with the second clear. And
Mm.
I'm saying because it was a lot of clothes angle and all that. Y'all both wearing a t-shirt. How does shut up? You should have worn something spiffy if you was gonna approach his t-shirt angle, whatever. And then the day you did, he happened to not be in nothing big, no double shirts, nothing crazy, no big hats, no big jeans.
Was it? Yeah.
It was
On the, hey, I think the just so happened I think it was 15 Minutes of Fame or Hip Hop is Real. One had dropped JC blog when he got there or whatnot. So I had seen what he had on already. He had dropped the blog when he had got there. You know what I mean? Saying that he ready and things like that. Cause they had asked him about the DNA, saying he wasn't in his class. That's
oh
what it was
yeah,
about.
yeah.
That's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? So I seen them there, and for me, it was
Yeah, he's not in DNA class
I
though.
felt good. I felt no, as far as being a legend. My bad, G. As far as being, you know what I'm saying, a vet. Cause you know what I'm saying. DNA apologized for it though. He said, you know what I'm saying, he just wanted JC to come with it or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But um, but yeah, I seen them on that or whatnot. So
They
I,
seem
I
like they
felt
not
good.
beat you. They got Wi-Fi and caskets, like Hitman said. Did not y'all hear Ghost? Because did not beat you. Took your champagne and drank it. You should be the one saying that.
Right. And I was in the building for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but okay. See, so it's like a reuse angle was kind of falling stale because I'm a JC fan, even though I'm a Kid Chaos fan. I'm like, it's making no sense today. See what you're doing. I hope you don't
Okay.
be on these angles all 3 rounds. But
Okay.
the way he was trying to break him down, if
Mm-hmm.
JC would have showed up like the Loso JC,
Yeah,
I'll be talking
buddy.
about. I'd have been saying Kid Chaos 30, and he broke him down to a T. JC showed how he rides back to the top. Talk, argue with him in a second. End of the battle, smack right up there. We got a classic. He didn't get your respect, and then he's like, "I don't want surf. I don't want nobody that can't gonna give me a round and a half. I want niggas like this."
You know what I'm saying?
Back to what I was on. Back to my program. They was running. I ain't like you see the whole battle. You was somebody I was begging for them, and I was showing you that I'd rather battle niggas like y'all. I'm back on that. Brother. I called them out. They ducking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But guess what? Great effort by Kid Chaos. If anybody got them 2-1, I wouldn't disagree. I can see you having them in the first. I can. It's close. I just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had the whole, like, going to the library to spine. Like, I had to do it with Nitty versus Drugs in the first. The goat puncher. I'm like, no, the goat punched him. I don't just do it against, I do it against my favorites too.
Okay. So rookies versus vets. Who you got winning this battle, Snub?
I think it should be 1-1 bets.
Okay. Okay.
If
Okay.
it's not, it should be 1-0 and then a tie put to the side.
Mm. Mm.
Smack
Okay.
said if it's debatable, the rookies win.
How you feel about that?
Nah, because guess what? Some rookies are very, very talented, and they really do belong there. We're not making curves. We're not grading you on the curve.
So it ain't
That's
no.
why they
So it
can't do
ain't
what
no.
they doing
So it
against
ain't no tie, Snub. JC won.
because the vote, the fan
No,
vote was
no.
67%.
You said first and second. You said JC first and second. Kid
That's
Chaos.
in my opinion. But the rest of the culture picked JC 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
And they was just clowning him to my he a crackhead. I remember I synced. I'd be like, boy, people are turning you quick. All he did was come out and see. This is what it was to me. Kid Chaos, you kind of was like you could tell his third was his knockout round. JC third was dope, but it was kind of the same as the second.
I had
Kid
JC.
Chaos
I got J. I had JC 3-0. 3-0.
with a gentleman's 30.
Yeah.
I could see, but I just was like it's something else I didn't write down for JC, but I meant to write down like Kid Chaos
Okay.
because what got my attention was Kid Chaos. I was like what? Because they kind of clapped for it or something on the background or whatever, which made me go back like what did he say? I missed it.
Okay. They was doing a lot of
And
that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Then I see
they
people
both had
saying,
one apiece, but they said something wrong. It was like it sounded
okay.
good, but no,
And I see people saying something about the cell phone, you know what I'm saying? Kid Chaos or whatnot. After
was
he heard
tweeting.
after he heard the whatchamacall, JC said something, he actually was in the chat. He had text the smiley faces or whatnot, and it popped up in the chat.
And he tweeted Twitter.
You know what I'm saying? Um,
JC pulled his phone out while he was rapping and looked and saw you on Twitter, and he put his rebuttal on his tweet. See, yeah, I was I was multitasking.
know what I'm saying?
Because
So
he was like,
they
"Oh, wow, okay, I know
these,
what he was doing."
these guys definitely had their material. You know what I'm
They
saying?
were
It wasn't
ready.
they was ready, and no, and JC was
They
ready,
cared, and they cared.
and they
They was pulling their phone out when the other one was rapping, tweeting, trying to convince the coach of what's going on because they did not want to lose to each other.
that's how you know they had their material. It's not all even with the before the third
Fire
round.
material. Because
Before
I
the
would be
third
scared if I
round.
know I don't got no fire material. If you rap that second JC and this third ain't what I got, I'll
Mm-hmm.
be scared. Because I know that first was kind of close.
Yep, and usually people try to talk that 2-0-1-1 or try to throw the other person off when they ain't got their rounds or their material or something like that to try to throw the battle off. You know what I'm saying? Man, this was dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. This battle was
Mm-hmm.
dope here. You know what I mean? Definitely replay value coming with this one. You know what I mean? So
JC had more haymakers in that first than Kid Chaos did, but his writing, it's the way he wrote, though. Like he said, JC said, he craft. The way he writes, it's not filler. He crafts. He not saying over the shoulder, put it on the road, under the rover, hop in the rover. You like, gee, all that just so you can say stub top stuffing with the stove. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
another
no.
thing.
He's saying every line that he takes to get to that punchline is
Mhm.
going to be a bar, or it's going to be lyrically wrote to go to what he's saying. So that's not filler.
Another thing, he had the energy. JC had the energy with him. He had that energy we want from him. You know what I
He
mean?
saw default,
He, you know what I
and
mean?
JC had a line like that about the default. That's what I like too. I should have wrote it down. He said something like that's where you losing already. Like, oh, you contradicting yourself because like when he lost in the tournament, he came back and did default. You said
Mm,
that I was doing this and you was doing this.
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Well, we're gonna get back to a great battle, rookie versus vet. We got a classic in the rookie versus vet category. We'll see if it move up over time to just a regular classic.
Ask you something else before we got it right quick. Kid Chaos versus Chiller Jones.
Oh yeah.
You liking
But how
that?
they move the goalposts?
You
Yeah, but
liking that?
I was watching. I watched Primetime Smack. Let me holler at you.
Uh-huh.
He said, after I beat JC, I want Chiller. And he said, if you beat JC, when we got to Saturday, he said, I told him, if you make it a classic, name what you said. You said you got to beat him. But
Okay.
he made it a classic. I think he still deserved it.
Hey, something like you just said. Some people got Kid Chaos 2-1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Smack, smack,
33%
smack
did.
for the rookies.
33% had him 2-1.
Right. Smack for the rookies.
Oh, yeah.
Smack gonna get that matchup. All I'm gonna ask is
Yeah.
if they just make it like 30 days from now. If they
Yeah.
lock it in, you know what I mean? Because I just want Kid Chaos to have time to put that material together. You know what
Right.
I mean? Because I want to deal with the
He
seven
was already
days,
eyeing JC, so I
10
know he
days,
had that material.
exactly. You know what I mean?
That's
So
why JC said, you better hear some. You call me out all this time.
right, you know what I mean. So with the new chiller joint, just I was hope, you know what I'm saying, just give them some time for that one. But other than that, y'all, that was a good one, man. JC versus Kid Chaos, 2-1 either way. You know what I mean? I got JC winning, you know what I mean? But if you got Kid
Hey,
Chaos
Bird,
winning,
stop running from JC.
mm, mm. Yeah, I don't know how JC coming. This your boy 2eiies. Peace.